you get results and you want to teach most of people. The cemetery is full of graves of people who wanted to help more. They have great ideas, but didn't share. So that's one of my missions is how to share good things to more people. So thank you, Collins, for inviting me. So a quick overview of my story, which share here. My name is Jean Paul Forero. I know my name sounds like French, but I'm from Colombia, South America. You know, coffee. They say we do the best coffee here in Colombia. Welcome anytime. Anytime you are here in Colombia, just let me know. I want to be your partner of travel, so we can travel together. Okay. So for me, it was not easy. I'm showing you I'm really happy with my life right now. I have most of the things that I ever wanted, but at the beginning it wasn't easy for me. I was struggling, counting the coins, no eating every day, just ensuring my baby, my son he has food, but owning money in most of the stores of the neighborhood. So it was not easy. I studied at night and worked by day. I get graduated as software engineer. So it's something that I want you to know. Behind Iqonic, we are very professionals, and that's something you can get value of that. How professionals. In my case, I'm a software engineer, but I also have a postgraduate in and specialization on enterprise software architect from one of the best universities here in Colombia. So why I telling you this? Because I believe in the value of education. I believe in the value of the education. But then later, I realized education is changing. Education is changing. Think about it. How much doctors get graduated every year? And 20 years, 50 years ago, there weren't too many medicals, doctors, engineers, lawyers. So that's why too many lawyers out there and too low options and job applications for them. So I was realizing, look, I'm changing my time for a salary. How much time of my life I'm going to be tied to a desk, to a desktop? How much time of my life, how many years I'm going to need to go to an office and follow orders just to get paid on monthly basis, just to get paid on to pay the basic things like bills, like putting food on the table. And that's the reality of most of the professionals people here in Colombia, at least, and I know in most of the world. I know by sure because I know many people around the world, and it's the same story again and again. So it doesn't matter if you have a degree, it gets value, of course. I really grateful for this knowledge because this knowledge took me where I am as a trader. So I started to work as a trader because I was really frustrated on not having the good directions. A couple of years ago, not couple of years, almost 5 years ago, I was joining my first company, learning trading. Uh, they have trading products, but I was so disappointed. They were selling too much smoke. They sell false promises. And that hurt me because I had a team of 5,000 people on that organization, on that company. Imagine that, Collins. Imagine, Collins, you have a team of 5,000 people and you are the head of that team in your country, in your continent. And then they release the product and only lasts for 15 days. And then everything crashes. And I was so frustrated and I was, oh man. Then I 2 years later, I trusted again and joined another company. And I had like 400 people in the first 3 months, but no one was withdrawing money from trading. And I was so frustrated again. Imagine that, Collins. Imagine people only selling false promises. They sell trading, but no one is winning money from trading. So 2 years ago, I was decided to change that reality for me. So I decided to put all my knowledge as a software engineer in making trading easier. So allow me to show you, this is the result. This is tested as Collie says. This is a test of the last 1 year. This is real stats from TradingView. So you can see here all the numbers. This is only S&P 500, but you can go to the gold. For example, we have gold here. And this was today. Allow me to show you how simple Bullseye is, because the way that I like to describe it is that Bullseye is the Google Maps of trading. You like that idea, Collins? Have you used Google Maps?
Absolutely. Bullseye has been a game changer for all of us, man.
Because it's so simple. I was developing Bullseyes and I wanted to the new people that doesn't know anything about trading, they think about it like a game. I like video games. I grew up with video games. I learned English with video games. So my son even he has a better English than me because he was playing video games that exposure means expansion. That's important. We are here. Exposure gives you expansion. So what is the expansion we are talking about? Because when I were developing this, I thought, you know, one of the mistakes is people is not doing trading on the right time. For example, on this time is one of the worst moment to do trading. Don't do it. It's one of the worst hours. Why? Because right now people on the NIC and the stocks and the institutions and the banks, they are launching right now. So it doesn't have any sense to do trading right now. It doesn't worth it. That's one of the one mistakes. So Bullseye is going to give you indications on when to trade. So for example, here we have the arrow for NIC. So it means New York Stocks and Exchanges. For gold, I mainly trade two sessions, which are Tokyo and Nice. That's my favorite ones. But anyway, you can go to the settings and you can put any of the trading sessions. Those are the main trading sessions in the market. For example, we have Tokyo, we have London, we have New York Forex, we have COMEX, which is the commodities exchange that opens at 8 820. And we have, for example, the WTE, which is special for oil. And also we have NICE. My favorite is NICE because most of the banks and institutions, they open the operations on that period of time. So remember, Google Maps of trading. It puts, for example, let me go to the past and I put here in replay mode, the select bar, and I can put here. So you don't need to paint anything in the chart. It's going to do all the job for you. So, oh, Tokyo is starting. Awesome. Anyways, you get used because everything is about habits. What you are doing in the daily basics every day. I'm ready to the chart at the most 7:30 a.m. is time. I'm reading the table, I'm reading the charts, I'm reading some analysis, and I'm getting ready. So that's what you're going to do. You are going to put in your focus on the chart, and you are going to see the Tokyo session opens, some couples of candles. We have 5 candles here. What is happening in the first 5 minutes of that session is that there is a battle between buyers and sellers, institutions that want to sell, institutions that want to buy, and we are not trying to guess because that's the another failure and mistake of many traders, Collins, and not everyone here in the call. They don't know when to trade and they trade guessing. And trading is not about guessing. Trading is about reading the intention of the market. So after the first 5 minutes pass, you have a range. You see here, automatically, it was printed in automatic way. You don't need to keep drawing rectangles and things. Of course, you are going to love that because TradingView is really fun to do. You have here a rectangle to the left, which is purple, and it will tell you the range in points. For example, this 10, 30, it means this price, which is 4465.31, and the lowest point was 4455.18. If you do a subtraction of those prices, you will get 10.13. That's simple. I don't like to trade range which are greater than 15, or because that's crazy. That's a very aggressive and volatile range. I like to trade range which are lesser than 15. So in this case, I like this range. That's simple. Then if you go and advance, and the idea is to wait for the price to exit that range. We have this box here, but oh, Jean Paul, why we don't have a sell signal here? Is the price exited this range here? Because we are trading with a filter. So a filter, for example, one of my favorites is major EMA. I put here simple MA, EMA, Hulse EMA, and another ones, which you can learn in the sessions, in the live sessions. But my favorite for gold is EMA of 200. Why? Because 200 is the same number institutions and banks, they are seeing the same indicator. So this orange line you see here is the same line. That's simple. So if the price is above that line, it means we have major probability in a bullish direction, uptrend direction. If the price is below of that line, we have major probability of the price is in a lower or bearish direction. So it's that simple. That's why it's aligned. So because the candles and the price are above of the orange line, we don't get that sell signal at that moment. But let's see what happened later. The price is advancing, and then so we have a sell here. We have a sell here. I don't like to trade the. I don't like personally. Personally, I don't like to trade when it's too far. In a moment, I'm going to give you an example when it's too far. But here is kind of good. It's not too far away from the range, but it's kind of, you see? So I like to trade when the signal is close to the range, not too far away, because it means it took most of the movement and it's not a cleaner, no, it's not the cleanest move. So anyway, you get the signal here, and we have a special source here. One of the special filters we have is fair value gap. And you know, fair value gap is used in a smart money concept, which I really recommend to learn in the academy. It's very important to learn it. But I use fair value gap to imagine you are following someone who is invisible, and you are in the beach. In the sand, you only can see the footprints, and the fair value gap is the strongest footprints you can see the market is doing. Let me tell you why. Because institutions here and these three candles, the last three candles you see here, they are so interested on selling, they forgot to fill some orders here. That's a fair value gap. It's the gap between one candle and a third candle because of the second candle did an aggressive move. That's what I'm looking for. So I like fair value gap when they are breaking a special support or resistance lines or trend lines, but in this case, it's breaking a special thing, which is the moving average, the exponential moving average. Let's see what happened after that. So we get the signal, and something we have here is in automatic way. You see, I'm not printing, I'm not painting, everything is automated. So it's so simple for someone who is doing trading for the first time, and even experienced traders, they value this because this free the trader of start printing things. It will calculate. And the stop loss is very simple to calculate, is the opposite side of the range. So you see the stop loss here, which is this price. You see the line here. Something I recommend with this is to put it the stop loss a little bit above. So something about here, it works. Something around here. I leave it as it is because this is subjective. Some people can see, oh no, I see this value is better. It's subjective, but objectively, the stop loss could be here, and we are looking for something that is the risk reward. So the risk reward is you go into the configuration, you will see the risk reward relationship here. And if I change this to 1-to-1, you will see how the stop loss moved to here, the take profit for, sorry. So that's why it's important to define a risk reward. My favorite one is 1-to-2. Is 1-to-2. But it's about to making profit, right? So if you feel better 1-to-2, 1-to-1, or 1-to-3, it's up to you, because trading is so personal. Trading, Collins, yes or not? Trading is so magical. It's a universe for me because it adapts to your personality. It adapts to your vision. So if you feel comfortable to letting a trade go to the TP4, it's up to you. If you feel comfortable moving the price of the stop loss to the entry, it's up to you. So that's why we have this able to configure. The 5-minute periods you see here is the minutes of the opening period of the session. If I change this number to 10, let's see what happened with the chart. Remember, here is the last candle of the 5 minutes. You see how it expanded to here. Let me change to 20 minutes so you can see it better. I will put 20 minutes, and it will mean that we need 20 candles of 1 minute, you see. If we change this to 30 minutes, you see, it will move to here. That's what opening period does. So some people, they like the 15 minutes, the 20 minutes, the 30 minutes. I like the 5 minutes. And most of the traders that I see and making really good money, they like the 5 minutes. So another important thing we have here is the risk reward. And also we have here the account size. So with Bullseye, we are fixing the time, we are fixing the direction, we are fixing the risk reward, but we are also fixing for the traders the risk management. Why? Because you cannot be consistent in trading if sometimes you risk the 1% and another trade you risk the 3% or the 5%, because I know there are traders that they like to send signals with a fixed 30 pips of stop loss or 50 pips. It's always fixed. They always fix it but for me, sometimes, and because of this strategy, the stop loss may vary. So sometimes it's wider, sometimes it's shorter. So that's why you put here your account size. Oh, Jean Paul, I don't have $10,000. I have $100. Let's see what happened with $100. Is loading. You cannot trade. You cannot trade. But what happens if you have a cent account? A cent account, in some brokers, they are allowed to have cent accounts. If you put $100, for example, they will add 2 zeros to your account. It will be cents. But if you have 10,000 cents, now you can see the lots. But anyway, you are going to do money with Iqonic. I'm sure about that, because you can recommend the amazing services. You can. I was hearing Collins a moment ago, and it reminds me something, Collins. I have seen individuals as Collins inviting a group of friends, inviting a group of individuals who wants to make a change. And I have seen every time someone who is like Collins taking trading in a serious way, using the products, using the services, learning the trading, they start to changing their lives. I have seen this over and over and over, and only the people that take this seriously and they form like a group, you see, like a team. They hang, they chat about positive things, they share the mindset, they are learning, they are trading together, they are growing together, they are sharing the opportunity. Suddenly, you will start seeing Collins driving his dream car and his friends. That's a reality, I know for sure. This happens for me the same thing. And I'm going to show you a photo. This was 2016. It was 28th of September. I was so disappointed because I asked how much a Mercedes-Benz cost, and I was, oh man, when I'm going to pay this? This is. But someone changed my mentality. He said, bro, because he told me, bro, he told me, brother, if you do the right actions, you keep the right attitude, you will get more than you think were for you. The results are going to be higher even of your expectations. And 5 years later, after I met trading, because not of the engineering, you don't get a car like this with engineering. Here in Colombia, we have thousands of hundreds of engineers. They don't have an AMG. This is because of trading, and that's I know for sure. Collins, I don't know what car you would like. I don't know if you are BMW or a Porsche, a Ferrari. I don't know, but I'm for sure
I want
that you
one
are
like
going to.
yours.
Sorry, which one?
I want one like yours. I want a Mercedes Benz GLE.
Oh, okay, okay, awesome. Yeah, beautiful. So that's I can grant you for sure. You need to do extraordinary actions to have extraordinary results. So you learn the simple things, the simple basics with this is, okay, John Paul, I will follow this. And if you have, for example, your account size is 100,000 cents, doesn't matter if it's cents, you are going in a special moment, your account is going to be $100,000 and guarantee you. But at the moment, at the beginning, some of you will earn cents, some of you will earn some dollars, but then as that is going to be, and I know for sure dozens of dollars per day. And then I know for sure in less than 6 months, you are going to be earning hundreds of dollars per day. I'm sure because I have a personal group of trading. They are my traders. They have the same story. They have a story. Oh, my wife was about to leave me. She wanted a divorce. I was losing too many money in several fake opportunities. Thank you, John Paul, for teaching me this. Now, even she is doing trading. I have that testimonial. It's in Spanish, but I can give you that testimonial. And they were about to join a movie in the movie theater, and she was like, "Oh, I want to share my testimonial with one signal in the Tokyo session. I made more than $160 in less than 30 minutes." And I was, "Oh man!" And you was about to leave your husband. That's how trading can change your life and make you take the right decision to make trading the right way. So we have major moving average. So we have the account size, we have the risk. What the risk is going to give you is I recommend at the beginning risk no more than 1%. You can go to 0.5. Look, it's going to recalculate. It's recalculating. You see the I here, and it has this half of the lots. You will have, for example, sometimes you will have the 2% of risk, but always stick to the same risk at the beginning and let the strategy to work at least for 1 month with the same risk. Don't change it. Stick and being disciplined because the discipline is going to show you the results. So that's simple. The call is being recorded. Anyway, I can send the configuration, but you know what? Sometimes the traders that we have in Iqonic, they overpass the master. In this moment, I'm your coach. In this moment, I'm your teacher. But you know, sometimes they come individuals like Collins, they passed FTMO accounts. That's something incredible because for that you need really good risk management for passing an founded account. In Japan, Collins, let me tell you, we have an educator here. Her name is Saori, and Saori, she shared with me a couple of testimonials. One of the testimonials they have with this strategy is another person bought in a matter of 6 months with an account of $600. She was really disciplined. She took really this serious, uh, and they bought a luxury car, a premium high-end car. Another trader, she made 580% of growth of her account. She's using Bullseye with Killshot. How? She told me, but I, I didn't learn the strategy. I can send you the steps, Colin, so you can share with your team because it's going to be like interesting to explore and make strategies about, around Bullseye and Killshot. That's interesting. That's very good. Killshot is the scanner from one of my mentors, Mr. Jason Bonham. Is one of my mentors, and and Manny Quiñones, he's one of others of my mentors. He is making React, and I really think React and DeFi and the scanners are really good. So you need a start point. You don't need to overwhelm. Oh, too many scanners, Jean Paul. I don't know where to begin. Don't overcomplicate it. Make it simple. Start with Bullseye because it's so simple. You see, those are the configurations, and you put a cell because it's cell. Even the candle will tell you it's a sell. It's a red candle. If it's a buy, it's a green candle, and it tell you to buy. Only important thing, you need to wait to that candle to close. When it close, put the sell. Put the stop loss and let it run. Okay, Jean Paul, let me see. A stop loss. Oh, Jean Paul is not 100%. No, nothing in life is 100% guaranteed. If if that's not true, why professional traders, they use a stop loss? Because nothing in life is 100% guaranteed. Remember that. So, then what I need to do if I lose a position like here? Open another position because let me give you one of the tips. One of my mentor in trading, he told me and told me this. The best indication of a trend failure of a trend is an opposite failed trend. So if we were in a trend of sell and it failed, it's going to give me the most probability to an uptrend. So we are now in an uptrend. We take the buy, let it run. Of course, it might be patient because trading rewards patience. Trading rewards patience. This happened yesterday in Tokyo. Many people were, I don't want to lose, Jean Paul, I'm going to exit here. Oh no, Jean Paul, if the price is reversing to the stop loss, I cannot stand another fail here. I'm going to exit. That's why you're putting a stop loss. That's the reason of the stop loss. You can exit here, you can re-enter because the price already gives you a range for the session. The price already gives you a range. It gave you a minimal. So you can re-enter, try to re-enter and try to re-enter here. And eventually you are going to hit the TPs again and again. So it's like a Google Maps of trading. So that was yesterday. That was yesterday. You can go to the chart and apply. This was today. Let me show you. That was yesterday, and I'm going to show you today. And I give this in live session today. Look, TP1, okay. Oh no, Jean Paul, I forgot to put my break even and I went to stop loss. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. We have another opportunity, and it's telling me sell. And you see here. And the best thing you can do is go back to the past with the indicator in the chart and go to the past and tell me if this works or not. And one exercise I recommend to you to do is going to the past, is try to learn, try to adapt the strategy to your strategy, because this is the default mode and the future is just starting. Collins, this is the version 2. I joined it August of last year. I'm going to be here for the 1 year in this August. The first version was very basic. It didn't it was very basic. I'm ashamed. It was like, oh no, man, I'm ashamed about that. But it was working. Version 2 is the right one we have here. Version 3, man, version 3 is going to, this is the version 3 on progress and allow you to see what is the future of Bullseye is going to be. It's going to have divergences because I found sometimes we are looking for a buy and then the price reverses because we are after our divergency. So that's crazy. So how something you are going to find, imagine you find the reversion of the price really early. Uh, I want you to go past here and advance on a couple of candles. So you will see divergency in real time, in replay mode. Of course, this is not repainting, and then the indicator is going to give you a divergency. A divergency is when the price in the charts give you this line, but in the RSI, which is the stochastic, you have something like this. I don't put the RSI because I don't like to overcomplicate the trading, but you understand the concept. So here, the most usual or typical thing that the price is going to do is to reverse. So you have that with the combination of the Bullseye entry like this. I'm working on that. So, excuse me, I'm working on that. It's the version 3. You are going to have that exclusively only on Iqonic. You will have market structure, change of character, break of structure, and divergences. That's going to be crazy. And it's going to make better results, better decisions, and better changing life. So that's all at the moment that I have. Collins, I know, and I congratulate you, Collins, for being here and allow me to be your friend, brother. We are, we are separated by the half of the world. We are opposite side of the planet. Thank you for being here. And I guarantee you, if you have more calls, I cannot be weekly, but I can be 1 or 2 times per month. I want to be to your side, Collins, and every people here in the group, they are taking the decision to join with Collins in Iqonic and make serious changing decision, life changing. They are going to do it. You are going to do it, and I want to be the witness with it. Iqonic are going to do amazing travel trips where the main leaders, the main traders, we gather together, and I cannot express how much I want to see you, Collins, and everyone here. Lois, even you, Lois, here in the camera. I want to see you grow, and every individual in this call. I want to see you changing your life, meeting together in the meetings and travels of Iqonic, and travel the world together. Because that's important of Iqonic. If you become a solitary trader, a trader who makes money alone, you will eat alone. You will travel alone. You will have a nice car alone. For me, life is about to share with other people and change life together and travel the world enjoying life. Welcome to Iqonic. Thank you, Collins, for having me here. I can expect the next call, and I give you the room and the microphone back to you. Thank you so much.